Hi, Rich Garuba for bowlingball.com. We've got a series, and this is the part 8 of a series called bowlingball.com BowlVersity Questions and Answers, and this being part 8. Now we've given 3 questions and answers, but it's the last in our series, and you can expect individual frequently asked questions one at a time in articles, so they're a little more condensed and we can focus more on just one topic. So I'll get right to it. We've had 3 questions from kind of new bowlers, maybe beginning, or bowlers that are taking the game seriously and want to improve. One bowler asks, how can I learn more about the bowling arrows and how to properly use them? Well, you got to understand the 7 arrows or range finders are one choice in a targeting system and an alignment or sighting system. They're located about 15 feet past the foul line in a triangular configuration. And from the bowlers left to right, we commonly list them as the first arrow, second arrow, third arrow, or the opposite, depending if you're right-handed or left-handed. Nearest the lane, the edge of the lane, is the first arrow. Second arrow you would typically refer to as about the 10 board. The 20 board is the center arrow, and that corresponds to the center guide dot where you slide and where the head pin stands. And so, you know, some advanced bowlers sight before the arrows or beyond it, or use 2 points to sight. It's a system that works best for you, but picking a mark at the arrows 15 feet away is easier than to try to stare a hole down at the lane at the pin deck. It's easier to hit something closer to you, and that's a proven time-tested system for success. Most of the lane conditions that you're going to face in your bowling leagues are USBC red patterns. They're called house conditions. They give you a fair amount of oil between the second arrows toward the center of the lane as you look across the lane and less outside. So if you use the second arrow plus or minus a board or 2 either direction, depending on how much you hook the ball and the time of day you're bowling, you're going to get the ball to react pretty consistently, get down to the break point, have enough oil to slide it down there, and then the drier part of the lane will bring the ball back into the pocket. You might just need to make your initial alignment adjustments when you first start your session on the lanes and go from there. So I hope some of this helps you. There's an article about bowling arrows in BowlVersity, and of course if you read the article you get a little more detail. Next is, I'm making a decision soon to purchase my first bowling ball. What are simple differences between plastic and entry-level urethane? Real simple. The plastic ball is going to give you the longest skid and less back-end reaction of all the balls. The urethane ball, entry-level, is a mild reactive resin ball, and they're going to still give you a reasonable skid, but they will be a little more aggressive and bite the lane, a little more traction, particularly on the back end, so you'll get a little more hook. Depending on what you need, regular urethane bowling balls, mild reactive resin are both entry-level balls. The plastic balls are an entry-level ball. It's like you've got a calibration. You can almost pick what you need as far as how aggressive you want the ball to be. But all 3 of those combinations, regular urethane, plastic balls, or entry-level reactive resin balls, are going to be less aggressive on the lane surface, create less friction and less overall hook motion than will high-performance and pro-performance bowling balls. Hope that helps you. It's all about controlling the ball skid and the back-end reaction, so you can make spares easier and also control hitting the pocket if you're having trouble getting your ball because your bowling ball is reacting unpredictably. The third question was, should I take a bowling lesson before my first league? How can I find a good coach? Well, you know, there's a lot of different things you can do, but first, your friend's right. I always recommend taking coaching lessons periodically. You get somebody you can work with that's experienced working with bowlers in your skill level. It will help you a lot identify the physical game techniques that you need to improve, so your shot making abilities get better. And also talk about lining up and playing lanes, and also using your bowling balls properly, and how to maintain the surfaces of bowling balls to match best where you bowl. You want to get on a path to good scores, sharpen your skills, work with a good instructor. You can find them by inquiring at the local bowling center. Go to the control desk and ask if they have certified coaches there that work regularly at that bowling center. You might check with the pro shop or pro shops in your area. Some are certified coaches and very experienced in coaching as well. You can read magazines and so on. You can go on the internet and look for listings. And remember, a lot of times you're going to pay far less money for coaching than you will to buy a new bowling ball in most cases. So don't be bashful. Get some supervised practice time with a good coach, and we think it'll help improve your scores and make you enjoy your leagues. Well, that's it for this session. We hope some of this information helps you, and please stay tuned for future frequently asked questions here at bowlingball.com in our BowlVersity section. Thank you.